Hey everyone, it's Shane here, and welcome back to another episode of This is the New Year. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Wednesday, and I hope that you went out and did something fun yesterday for Independence Day. #America. Yesterday was my first Independence Day that I didn't have to work, and if you were one of the unfortunate people who had to work yesterday, specifically at some corrupt retail store that is slowly trying to drain you of all of your life and everything that you're worth, may God bless you in many ways because you are the real MVP. But if you do end up enjoying this video, make sure you let me know by leaving a big thumbs up down below and by maybe even dropping a comment. Who knows? #bars for days. And with that out of the way, let's get to the talking. Alright guys, this is going to be the first video in a series of what I'm thinking of calling What Up Wednesdays, because it's where I take a topic that I am very passionate about and I let you know what's up. I give you my honest opinion and I open it up to discussion for people to weigh in on these various topics. Today I want to talk about something that I've been struggling with a lot lately when I go to places, and that is customer service. Now, let's start by looking up the definition of customer service because I don't really feel like some people understand what that word means, right? So let's look it up. Customer service is the provision of service to customers before, during, and after a purchase. The perception of success of such interactions is dependent on employees who can adjust themselves to the personality of the guest. So I have two major bullet points for this topic today, and the first one revolves around a gas station. I won't drop names to embarrass anyone, but I do have to say I go to this gas station all the time, right? I go in the morning, I go in the afternoon, I go late at night, I go for gas, I go for snacks, I go even sometimes to just pull out money from the ATM. I go to this gas station all the time, and I go to various locations for these people because I am loyal. But what my issue is, and it's not just with the gas station, but this is where I sort of noticed it a lot, is when did the right of me getting a bag for my items become something that I have to ask for? And just to sort of give that some real life scenario, when I go to this gas station almost any time now, I'm never offered a bag for my things. And I can understand if I bought a bottle of water. I don't need a bag for a bottle of water. I can easily put that into my hand and go about my day, right? But if I'm buying a bottle of water and a sandwich and some like peanuts and like a pizza and other things, and I have like multiple items, why don't you just put my items in the bag for me? You're staring at me, telling me to have a good day. I mean, sometimes half of you guys don't even do that, which is whatever. That's a totally different thing. My issue is that your job is not that hard. You can put my stuff in the bag, hand me the bag, and tell me to have a good day and go on. And you don't have to mean any of it. But the point is that you made the choice to make the attempt at giving me quality service. If I swipe my card and then you are off looking to the side because you're too afraid or too introverted to make direct eye contact with another person, and you tell me to have a good day, I'm going to stare at you and wait until you give me my bag for my items that I just purchased. And I got into a little bit of an argument with this topic with a friend on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and they were like, you know, oh, you sound entitled by saying that, you know, their job's already hard enough, you know, don't make it any harder. And I absolutely lost it because I used to work in retail for 4 years and I almost didn't want to help any one of those thousands of people that I came through with at my time working retail. But you know what I did? Every single customer sure did slap on that smile and put their stuff in a bag, even when half the time I wanted to throw the clothes right at them. And I get it. Clothes is a little different than food or snacks because clothes apparently has some value to it because it costs more money than food, but I feel like it shouldn't matter. If you have bags, why not just use them? Now to be fair, I get it. Sometimes they're super busy, sometimes they're not thinking about it, sometimes they're not like, oh, let me put this stuff in a bag for a customer because they probably don't want a bag. Because that's true. Some people don't want bags. A lot of people don't want bags, just like a lot of people don't want receipts for their purchases. But if that's your sort of mentality about it, I still feel like you should ask. At least ask me, do I want a bag? Do I want my receipt? And I'll give you the answer, you know? And I don't know if this actually does all string from sort of how our society today is more interested or is more capable of talking and discussing things on the internet, but we then lack the social skills to do that in person with each other. I don't know if that's it. I think that has something to do with it. But really, at the end of the day, just give me my bag, you know? I just want my stuff in a bag so I can carry it, so I can go about my day. And trust me, it makes me feel like a jerk when I have to ask you, can I have a bag for my stuff? Like, just, you know, step up. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to step up to make my day a quality day and make my experience a quality experience, that you are making me stand out from everyone else and you're making everyone's visit to your location feel like a special experience, why are you doing a job that your main aspect is customer service? It doesn't make any sense to me. Leave those jobs to people who will do them, I think, properly. Alright, and the second bullet point, and I know this one is very, very, I don't want to say controversial, but it definitely always brings up arguments and it always brings up conversation, which is the whole point of this series and these videos. So here we go. The second part is servers at a restaurant, waiters. Servers and waiters at restaurants. Let me tell you something. You are not entitled to receiving a tip from me or from anyone else. Because, and I don't know, and I have lots of friends who are servers, and I know a lot of people who are servers, and a lot of them are always like, well, you know, we only make tips, like, you know, our pay rate is like $2 an hour, and we have to live off tips, and we have to, you know, we work for tips. And that's pretty sure what I thought the phrase was work for tips. You have to earn your tip. And if there is anywhere like legally that states I have to give a waiter 15, 10, or 20% of what I am eating to give them as a tip, please let me know, because I would love to see where it says that, because I personally believe your tip, if any tip, is given off of the quality of service you give me and my experience at that specific restaurant or location at that time of interaction or at that time of dining. So if you're going to come over, not greet me with a smile, if you're going to feel like you're all over the place because you're telling me stories about another table and how bad that experience is going, I don't care about that personally. I mean, I'm here, I want to give you a great experience and I want you to give me a great experience. I'm trying to work with you here. So don't already come over to the table with bad juju talking about your bad day. Also, I appreciate eye contact. If you're not going to make eye contact with me, I don't feel like I'm really getting to know you. Some people don't even say their name when they come over, or they say it like once and I'm expected to remember it. If you don't want to say your name, just wear your name tag. Makes it a lot easier for both of us. Coming back to check on me periodically to see how things are going, to see if I need anything, not coming back over to my table and the next time I see you is when you're bringing me my food, because by then it's been 15 minutes and I've needed a glass of water refill for the past 10, and I can't find you because I don't know your name. So I think the main thing with good customer service in terms of a restaurant and a server, if you want to tip to make a really positive experience for someone, the goal needs to be, you need to make their life better or to make their mood better than what it was when they came in. You have that amazing opportunity to do that as not only as a worker, but as just a person in general, to make a positive impact in somebody's life. And I get it, there's so many other things going on at work and in your life that may not be your thought, but I promise you, it'll make it a lot easier. That's how I had to survive working at retail when I worked at Express, was that I am making a positive impact on this person's life by offering them quality service. And if that gets me through the day, that gets me through the day. So, making it special for the person, like asking their name, or if they're with their family, asking them, what they might be doing later that night. And I know some people might think that's invasive, but you never know until you try. Like, personally, I love having conversation with my waiters or with people because it just opens up another gate into human interaction, which is what we need, people. We need this. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it. So yeah, so I'm more than willing. I want to tip you, but the service has to be there the service has to be there to allow the tip to be there. Does that make sense? I really hope it does. And this is not crapping on waiters in any type of way. I understand your jobs are very difficult. They're very stressful. But like I said, if that's not what you want, or that's something you can't handle, then find a different job. Let the people who want to do that, the people who can handle that, do that job. That's all I'm saying. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude the first ever What Up Wednesday. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you let me know by dropping that like down below. And also, if you want to, leave a comment. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on customer service. Do you have more negative or more positive experiences? And what's your thoughts on the whole waiter versus tip debate? Do you think that waiters should be tipped just because they should be tipped? Or do you feel like the work should be put in to deserve that? I would love to know. If you're interested in following me off the channel, I do have the information to my social media accounts down in the description. And also make sure you check out the latest episode of the Luke Roxwell podcast, which I am super glad to be a part of. I think we're about to put out the next episode on Friday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I have the link for that in the description as well. Alright, until next time, reminding you that every day really is a new chance to live, so make sure you're taking advantage of all of those opportunities that are coming your way. And I will see you on Friday for the first ever Pop Talk Friday episode, and I'm super excited about that. Alright, you guys stay blessed, and I'll see you later.